Okay. Um, I'm back. Oh, let me unplug this. There we go. I only got one time for one today because I gotta wake up early for my flight to Chicago tomorrow. But I want to get one more in, so I wouldn't have to worry about if I do want to keep this up like daily, which I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna like commit to anything, but it is fun to be like, I'm a consistent content creator. But I'm gonna need one more to put up for Tuesday because I won't have time to record before then. So that's what this is. I just finished up a draft I started on my phone. I went 5 wins. Um, and yeah, I see a soul ring. Um, I think probably just taking a soul ring. Kind of just like a good card. We can really pay attention to taking soul ring-able stuff. Like honestly, none of these. Probably just take the monolith, and if we get like a cool artifacts deck, we can do that. The other thing I would even like maybe think about is like that's kind of it. Because of the soul ring, we've got very specific types of cards that we want in our deck. Sometimes this is just a 1 mana Mox Wastes. That's like okay. And then sometimes it you can like double spell with it. But we'd rather it be usable to cast big spells fast. Which is why and this monolith helps with that. I think the like big mana decks can get you a lot of like easy wins. I played a draft on my phone at work where I went 7-0 with a green deck that was mostly green splashing blue and black to play a bit of removal and some like I had an Uro and stuff and a miscalc. I'm gonna take the copter here. I don't really maybe Ice Till. If there was a fetch here, I might take it over the copter, but like deck fading is cool. But I think with the monolith and the soul ring, we're really looking to be like some kind of green deck, or that casts big spells really fast, or some kind of blue red deck that just plays a bunch of artifacts. Both of which I think are fairly easy to force if they're even slightly open, from my experience. Well, I see a Vaultborn Tyrant. Don't really know. The only other thing I would maybe think about is the Chariot. I think I'm just gonna take this. Okay. Okay, we have options here. We have actual options here. Nexus of Becoming. I was like, when you read this card, you might be like, well, it's 6 mana just as you draw a card every turn. It's surprisingly much better than that. I do quite like this card. Other considerations, I like Currency Converter a lot. And Legion Extruder and Quarry Steel Cutter are fine. I think I'm going to take this, though. And I think we're going to commit to being... Because this lets us... If we pick up like a Tinker or something. Blue-green Talisman? Yeah. Typically, the most success I've found with these artifact decks is you want to commit to a color like as late as possible. So you can wait until you get, oh yeah. You can wait until you get something that you're like, oh, I really want to be this color. Like, back to I get an Academy. By the way, I've done maybe like, let's see, because I did 7, and then I've probably done another, like, I'd say I've done like 15 or so drafts. I've seen Academy twice, and it was always like pack 3, pick 5. And it's like, all right, dude, well, I'm currently like hardened on Gruul garbage, so I can't exactly grab an Academy. Um, this is not great. I could take the Lava Spur boots just to spec on getting an Urza Saga. I think that's probably the only way I'd put it in my deck. Other option is just take the Portico. I got a blue-green talisman. I'm gonna take... I'll take the boots. I just don't see myself... I think white is maybe the color I'm like least likely to put in my deck with all these artifacts. The Cauldron came back. Or I could just take Fabled Passage. I think I'm down. I think this, we're just gonna be like hard out. We got big freaking artifacts. We got some hefty artifacts. And that's gonna be the whole deck. And we're gonna try and find like a tinker and save the draft. I did have a deck that went, I think, 5 wins. That was basically like an Academy deck without Academy. I had Candelabra. I had... Okay, here's a choice. Endstone, and we just keep on keeping on. I don't particularly know how much I like this card. I think I'm gonna take the Cobra. And then here, the card I'm most likely to put in my deck is probably Spara's Headquarters. Although I don't know how likely I am to put that card in my deck. I mean, this is an artifact. I don't think I'm very likely to have an Abzan Triome. I don't really think I'm that likely to have a Bant Triome, so we're gonna put this in here. I'm not too high on either of these right now, but you know, we're getting to the end of the pack, so that's kind of how it goes. So we've got like I don't think I'm very likely to have black mana, which makes me like this just a little bit less. So we'll take this because it is good if we do end up with like Pinnacle Emissary and stuff and Galvanic Blast, and we can be like blue-red, or we could maybe even be like green-red artifacts. Whoa. Novel concept, Gruul using machines. Yes, I don't really think... I mean, I have too many artifacts to really be like, oh yeah, I'm a Chocobo deck. Sure, man. Oculus, Counterspell, Flash, Mightstone, Weakstone, Blue-Black Talisman. The Flash is surprisingly bad with all the big spells that I have, because it's really only good with the Vaultborn Tyrant. The rest of them are not actually creatures. I think I'm just gonna take the Mightstone and the Weakstone. The Remand or the Counterspell are like interesting, but I think we've got a general theme of like Crucible, Lion's Eye, Mother of Runes I like, Saheeli I like. Mother of Runes I like in general, not in this deck. Probably just the Saheeli.
If it's a challenge you want, then a challenge you'll get.
A Wheel, a Jite, a Volcanic Island. Wheel seems good here. I'm gonna slide these in here. Now that we're pretty solidly in red. Trinket Mage is probably good enough. Other things I'm considering here are the Pyrogoyf or maybe the Bread White Talisman. But I don't think we have quite enough. I don't think we have quite enough like consistent card advantage to get away with too many talismans. Well, I'm gonna take the talisman. I think we just want like a lot of mana. Ghostfire Slice does not seem terrible here. Other options are the Planisphere. I'll take the Planisphere actually. We've got a lot of non-creature spells, so being able to put this onto whatever is pretty cool. As it often goes, I would love to have an academy. Pentad Prism, Pyrite Spell Bomb, maybe a Burst Lightning? I think the Spell Bomb is probably just... Well, I do have a A lot of, like, colorless mana. I'm gonna take the Spell Bomb. First Lightning is a consideration, but I do quite like the Spell Bomb. I'm now hoping that the Trinket Mage comes back. Banger cards are obviously Academy and Workshop. Kappa Cannoneer would be nice. I do need, like, a couple ways to win the game here. Like a Tinker, Kappa Cannoneer, maybe even a Krang. The Cauldron's fine. I would probably take a Batterskull here. I guess it's the Courier. That's the only card I would consider putting in the deck. We have a deck that doesn't do anything. I mean, it does stuff. It does stuff. Don't get me wrong. This does stuff. This is like JVP, Blue Red Verge, Subtlety. I don't really have anything to flashback aside from Wheel. I think that's just Blue Red Verge. Fixing is nice. We've got a Seer or a Blue-Black Talisman. I think I'll just take the Seer. I think we've got, like, enough. I guess we can take this. If we happen upon a Brain Freeze and an Underworld Breach, which are both in the queue, we can do that in addition to the other random bullshit that we're doing. I guess the red blue land. I might deck. Top of the card. Steel Moxen. X or less, yeah, okay. X can't be 0, whatever, bro. Let me just 2 mana Stone Rain my opponent. All these suck, so we're gonna take the one we don't want to play against. Ooh, Burst Lightning came back. What do we got? Nothing too crazy. Oh, Opal. Yeah, definitely. I didn't even see that. Yeah, the Opal's great. Wrong Urza Saga land. I guess it's the iteration. Oh. Kappa and VV. And I've been very impressed with this card. It's also a library in this bag. I'm gonna take the Kappa Cannoneer. VV's great and all, but Prof's Aether Spellbomb. There's the I'm taking the Brain Freeze, by the way. There's yeah, like the only other cards, like the Aether Spellbomb's fine. Fiery Confluence and Heat I like a lot, but I'm taking the Brain Freeze. If we see the Breach, it's gonna be great. This is one of the decks of all time. Johnny needs to hurry up. Riddler, DRC, Frantic Search. I'm also a Bank Buster. Bank Buster's quite good here. I think the more stuff we can take that doesn't have a color requirement, the better. I do quite like the Bank Buster. Like a turn 1 Bank Buster and a turn 2 activate Bank Buster is quite good. Can't really turn 1 Bank Buster right now, but it's still a good card, a good sink for my colors mana. I had a draft where I had like 2 Moxes and I got to turn 1 Bank Buster somebody and I won that game. And then there was a later game where I was going first and I turned 1 Bank Bustered and I was like, oh, this game's easy. And I think I got like obliterated. I don't remember what happened, but I did get absolutely obliterated. And I was like, well, shit. Kitten. Kind of like the only card I would put in this deck, and it seems fine. So we can Flicker, Mightstone, Weakstone. Okay, yeah, this makes the deck for sure. Alrighty, we've got some stuff going on here. We've don't fret. We've got some. We're cooking. We're in the lab. We've got a fuck ton of artifacts. So we do lose to like a single copy of Clarion Conqueror. That's fine. I don't think too many people are high on that card, but I am quite high on that card. Am I playing the Sanders Lounge? Possibly. A map? Don't think I'm very likely to take the map. Don't I have a white fixer? I do. I have you. I guess I will take you. I don't know how likely Gwen makes it in my deck, but this is Spider Gwen, aka Gwen Stacy, by the way. God, this Omen Path stuff is so bad. I'm so curious what they, oh yes! What like led them to the decision to make that happen. Trainer? I think we have like more than enough spells. I'm just gonna take the Aurora. Very happy with the workshop. Obviously, you know, would have loved an academy. Whatever, man. I guess take the card I don't want to play against. So no breach. I think I'll take the Shelldock Veil here. Again, like, we have more than enough spells. I don't think Robber of the Rich is like gonna make my deck. We've got quite a lot to think about in terms of what we're cutting. I'm thinking the Copter right now. I think one thing about this deck is I don't have a ton of ways to bomb. Don't have a ton of ways to like crew this thing. We didn't get any of the. We didn't get any of the ways that like make a bunch of artifacts and stuff. The little token guys. Sure, I can cast this. Okay. Let's see what we got. So, we have 3, 11. It has given me 17 lands. I think I will probably play 16. And if we cut you... I mean, that is 40 cards. Alright. Seems good to me. The cards that I'm like sad I'm not playing here. I do have a Saheeli for this thing. It's probably not good enough. I think this deck's gonna win off of just big mana. I wish this card was just a little better. This Gwen card. It's cool, but like, it's just a 4/4 Mantis Riders. Like so often, it's just a 4/4 Mantis Riders. Yep. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. This is a weird one. We have a lot of the big artifacts, but like none of the like medium-sized artifact payoffs, and we don't have a Tinker. We have a Cannoneer, and we've got like fast mana in quotes, but it's like medium speed fast mana. It's not like I'm gonna be turn 2ing. Like I had a game where I turn 2 card. Yeah, it seems fine. I like that my opponent is thinking. It means their hand sucks. Or they're AFK. This card is quite good. I remember I played a Commander game where we all played one of the Final Fantasy precons, and I think I had the Esper one. And this card was on the board, and I remember being like, that's like, card's kind of big. Did keep their 7 after much consideration. Probably good for me. Tap Xander's Lounge also belies something much different than artifacts. Typically, I feel like I see the most common archetype that I see in this cube is like 4 to 5 color piles. And it makes me like, is there some sauce I'm not familiar with? If you just like start off picking fetches and then just pray and it works? I don't know. Pitch cast Grief. Tragic Trajectory. Interesting. Yeah, okay. Makes sense. So what does this mean? Am I getting like, is he gonna persist the grief? No. What? I'm so confused right now. Am I casting this? I think so. No reason to attack, so. I could have held up the Seer, but I don't know if there's anything. I don't know if there's anything I could draw where it's like, I'd wish I had kept the, this was very good. Where it's like, I'd wish I had kept the extruder in my hand and held up the Seer in combination with like, I don't know if it would be a combination of they play something I need to seer, like this, and I draw a spell I need to cast, which I didn't. And we are only playing 16 lands. There's a concern that most of the cards in our deck are quite bad to top deck. Like, we have 6 total mana here. Oh god, that's missing. Okay, still Eternalize here. Make a black. Cast a Pearl? What's happening right now? I'm assuming we're fetching. I don't see why you wouldn't just fetch and Mind Twist X's 2. Does he know? Show me something scary. Oh, okay. Well. They discharge my wizard. Okay. So, impressively, we've gone from my opponent has a billion cards in hand and my hand sucks to my hand is like fine. This is a 3/3, which is awesome news. I should hold on to it. I'm trying to think. I think if he swings with the Nissa, I will sack the Planisphere. I need to hold this because I've got 6 and 7 drops in my deck I need to cast. Oh, that's a bad one. Great news for me. Got to sack a card that sucked for a card that didn't. Ah! I can kind of do the same thing again, but the problem is that like literally every draw frame is good. Either a spell or a land for the tracker. Oh, I would much prefer him to just draw spells. Not often you say that. Well, hopefully he swings and I can sack the thing. Oh my god. Learned. It's a neural net processor, a learning computer. Not looking great. I'm going to... I'm not going to... Token is cool. Something good. Not something good. Alright. Up. No attacks. So next turn we're taking... we're dead if he swings out. interesting. You can kind of do that. So if we block like this and like this, we take 13. Block like this and like this, we take 11. Well, guess that's what we're doing. I don't know what we can draw that saves me. I don't think it's much of any. Maybe like a wheel. Well, I'm gonna draw 2 cards. Gah! A little delayed. Okay. Yeah, this deck is gonna have some bad draws. Hoping that there's just enough in terms of like cycling and draws and a little bit of redundancy that we can mostly feather over them. But drew way too many lands that game. There's maybe an argument for 15 lands. I just don't know what my next spell would be. I think if we lose another game like that, I may adjust. But I think mulliganing with this deck is worse than, well, I've convinced myself. And we'll play, I guess Gwen makes the, oh no, the Copter. We have a lot of mana sources in our deck. Honestly, if I lose another game where I feel like I've drawn too many mana sources, I'm putting another land for the Gwen. Amagoy. This... Fine. Yeah, I'm gonna cast this. Hold up, cycling it. Bankbuster. Ooh. Open blue mana. I'm Bob's the best gamer. Next turn we can go like workshop, cast Bankbuster, activate Bankbuster. You just have to cast a spell. Do not lose value on exiling a land, I imagine, and not discard a hand size. Spire Bluff go now. 1 mana spells. Oh ho ho! Nice draw spell, idiot. Do you think he's like light on lands? He would just cast this and then discard to hand size. Arena Auto Tapper is quite weird sometimes. I don't know why I guess... I don't know. In my head, tapping the workshop to cast this, even if I'm not casting the courier this turn, makes quite a bit of sense. Sure. I think about this. Also, we found blue mana! Yes! Black mana. this what we were stuck on? Am I about to get the rest? Lannister. Sure. I'm just. I just want to be able to get in with this Bomat Courier. I think we're likely to draw multiple cards off of it. I do want to resolve the kitten first, though. Being able to flicker this Bankbuster is tons of cards. A wheel. That's quite good here. Get in first. Let's go. Yes. Bomeezy. I'm quite glad I didn't cast it. My opponent's gonna wheel me, and I'm gonna feel really sad. Okay, honestly, that's still pretty bad. Goodbye, CLA. But could be way worse. We do have to get rid of that. I don't know what the plan is there, but let's kill the Bowmaster. It's non-creature, non-land permanent. Opal. Recall themselves in response. Okay. Cloud. Whatever it. This creature and another lord. Okay. This thing is mana positive, so let's do that. Well, it's mana neutral, but I can spend this mana on stuff I care about. And I tapped the servos because I was like, surely I'll cast another spell this turn. And then I realized I wasn't very likely to do that. Made me feel a little silly. Could have kept up more blockers for this big chungus. No! Stop targeting my creature. Leave him alone. Oh. Punished for not playing the Legion. Extruder. Really do anything. Doesn't attack. Good for me. It's fine, right? Okay. On. Oh. I realized I was like, oh, we just flicker this for additional damage. Yeah, see, like that's what I had in mind when I finished constructing this deck. That was great. That first game, it flooded out. It happens. Oh, please hold. All right, I'm back. I've drawn. What just happened? Oh, they surveilled this into the yard and then played another Triumph. Why are people like this? Go forth, my career. Well, my career is a cool ass card. The next turn we get Iteration. How cool is that? Lochmare. That's a good one. For land. Iteration anyways though. Please don't spell snare me. That's not in the queue. Hand. Library. Exile. Play this island. Against Bank Buster. And then no attacks. And next turn we probably just cast the Kappa Cannoneer, unless they're holding up like double blue. Or a cycle. Like, you really can get a lot of fixing if you want, but then, like, I'm not convinced that, like, I feel like if we're picking this much fixing, how good are our spells? Something to pay attention to. They shock this in. Please cast, like, a Leovold or something. They persist the Generous End. That works, too, I think. I feel like I would swing here. Well, I'm gonna cast Cabinet. Yeah. Come forth, my friendly neighborhood turtle. Next turn we just cast the Nexus, and then hitch. Do I pitch the kitten to it? I don't know. I feel like... I don't know. Let's say... Drawing a card. That's good for me for several reasons. Makes this Wheel of Fortune better. Like, look at this. They're just playing 5 colors. And just, like... They, like, pick a bunch of solid cards, and they have a persist with Generous Ent is cool. I don't know. Can't swing, which is nice. I draw a cup. He only has 1 mana open. I'm gonna cast this. There's no Vandal Blast in this cube, so... The only thing is, like, Ultima. Pitching the Copter is quite funny here. Because it just is a creature. I think I'll hold on to this to pitch to the Nexus. A 3/3 is probably more useful. A 3/3 Mana Rock is probably more useful than a Mana Rock that sits around. We get in for 7, and next turn we get in for 8. Because of this, so. End step Tutor. Well, I don't have anything I can do about this, whatever he gets. Just hope it's not an Ultima. Even if it is, I think we can... The Flash, oh shit. That's pretty scary. I don't know, what do you flash in here that matters? Time to find out. Again, I can't do anything about it, so... Woodfall Primus. Destroys my Nexus, I imagine, and persists. This does not solve the problem. Oh, right, both triggers stuff. This, I guess he's just trying to put me on, like, have an artifact. Yeah, sure. Which certainly seems like the best line you can take. So, unfortunately, I have an artifact. God, I love this card so much. It's so cool. Swing. I'll block. Something foul is afoot. I'm gonna cast an artifact spell. Because he can't even correct the food now. He doesn't have enough mana. Something's happening. And I'm scared. Oh, okay. Okay. Strange stops. Maybe it's just on mobile. Oh yeah, I was on the grind since last I recorded on my computer. I think I ended the last draft I recorded silver something, and now we're here. So I've been having fun. I quite like Powered Cube. No red mana, but I mean I kept a hand like this with basically the opposite problem. I think I can keep this. We'll just say we'll be fine. A bird. Cauldra, come forth, my creature. There's a mountain. Oh, it was right here all along. Yeah, let's go land. Gonna burst lightning the bird. I'm in. Against a deck that goes Tropical Island, Rogran Triome, I'm down to burst lightning the bird. Now let's cast a spell bomb. I think saving this for like a surprise haste is probably pretty useful. The dream is that he doesn't play something that blocks the courier, so we can just keep I was trying to like, what's the best possible thing? It's like literally anything that doesn't block the courier. So that works. Because we just want to stack cards up in here. Oh, he didn't block it. Go. I'm just gonna cast. I guess we can do this. If he starts going crazy with the VV, we can hold the spell bomb. There's no real reason to run out the boots. Cast a Dak Faded. That is depressingly bad for me. I guess whenever if he takes something, I can take it back.
There's plenty of profit to be had.
All right.
I'll be taking that.
I think we need to cycle here because we need to hit a. We need to hit a land so I can skydiver this back. Come on. Damn it. Not quite. In that case. It's gonna be you. Like, I could cast the Skydiver. I think... or I could cast the Talisman so that I can Skydiver next turn. I think... I'll just, rip the land. Sucks is that if he actually attacks with this, I can't,
never hurt.
It's gonna be so much fun to play. Oh my god. He did not choose to, or did he? Considering cribbing. Chose not to. Rip the land. This game is Don't scolding me? Let's go. I'll be having that, thank you. And now if he wants to take it, he loses the deck. We can't swing with it, unfortunately. Because it does have summoning sickness. Because we just got it back. But, this only is a sorcery? Nope. Steals it back and sacks the deck to steal my copter back. I think that's okay with me.
Security is embarrassing.
Asses. Yeah, let's go you. I can crack the courier this turn, but if I rip a land, I can cast the jewel. I think I can wait a turn on the courier. Lightning bolt's my guy. That is fine. I guess we throw this here. Not doing anything with mana, so. And I think if he is going to remove this, I would trade the 2 cards. Well, Jewel is just this works. Quite the game here. Brewing the counter. 6. Blocks. We're on a Wheel of Fortune. Now that's not very good. This does let me get in. Problem is, this cauldron is like, it feels very important, but I don't have anything to protect the jewel. I think next turn we may have to crack the courier. Honestly, I might just I'm just gonna do it now, actually. The land drop. Well. Might as well hold on to it. I can cast the kitten and... Yep. Going down to 5. Need to draw something. Can't even actually flicker that thing. That sucks. So now I'm going down to 3. Vaultborn Tyrant, holy shit. Oh, we can cast it. Uh-oh. Cast it with the VV mana. I don't quite know what saves us here. I don't really know if anything does. Upheaval would be cool. That's about what I got. There's no upheaval in the deck, but it would be quite good here. Drawn a Moxo. I can make a bunch of mana and then die. I could, like, flicker that thing a lot, but he's a trample guy. Neutral. It was alright. Cracking the courier may have been the wrong line. I really didn't want a Wheel of Fortune, and I didn't want to, like, pray for a land. So, the sooner this draft ends, the sooner I can go to bed, which is quite nice. But obviously I want to win. At least get to 4 wins is essentially even. 8 costs 1,500 to enter, and 4 wins gets you 400 back. So I'd always prefer to. Ooh, this is a good hand. I'd always prefer to get at least 4 wins. Step booster tutor. Holy. I should take this card more, because sometimes it just gets you a fetch land. Yes, it gets spell. It's like Uat plus. It's not always 0, but it gets you cards that aren't in your deck. Swamp. Okay. Pitchcast Grave. What is pitch? Remember. Turkey. Pick your favorite. Almost certainly the Nexus. Yeah. Like, Get in there, king. Strip mine. Oh my. Thankfully, most of our mana is not. X equals 2 mind twist. Sure. This seems like so good for me, right? I can even like I can greed. I'm just gonna greed the courier because at any point I can second in response to whatever. He knows the 2 cards I'm discarding, and I can't really cast either of them. Speaking of which, creature arrives. Spell bombing this. I'm gonna try and greed this courier as much as humanly possible. It's like he's got 2 cards in hand, and I've effectively got 3. And I can just draw them whenever I want. And every turn this thing swings, I draw another card. A Renin 6, that's cheating. I'll make a -1. Red? Alright, dude. I don't particularly understand that one. I picked up 2 lands, which is not great, but I picked up an iteration, which is great. Plus on the strip. I can do anything about that. So let's just go. Okay, draw 2. Copter. He gets my blue mana, but he doesn't. Oh, we have Kitten and Lightstone, Weakstone too. That's great. If he's spending all his turns doing this, I think I'm quite hit. Playing next turn, I can crew the Kitten and hit this thing. Or crew the Copter. A Grist! Getting out of hand. There's 2 of them. First talisman. Cards. Talisman. And alright. If these games are quite fun. Test this first. Let's keep it going, man. I'm having a great day. He just concedes! I'm having fun! Let me have fun! I let my opponents have fun. Come on now. It's okay. You be the change you want to see in the world. Maybe in a future time, there will be opponents who let me have fun the same way that I let my opponents have fun. One more. Preferably 4 more, but you know, 1 more. Although I don't know about 4 more. I kind of want to go to bed. So we'll see how it goes. Oh shit! This is the first time I've played against a mythic gamer. Yeah. I'm gonna keep the fuck out of this. And next turn we can go land Sahili, cast Boots with the floating, and never mind. Hand it over, boss man. Ooh, I get got by. Okay, I was about to say I get got by Dismember pretty hard here. I don't particularly need mana. I do have 5 mana. If I draw a 6-drop, I'm gonna look really dumb. Great start to this game so far. But if there's one thing I know about Vintage Cube, it's that bullshit can just happen. Also, I can't help but notice my opponent went Forest Island Red-White Talisman. I'm being 5-color piled on again. Ow. Relic. Sure, dude. Oh my god!
Lovable challenge. This should be fun.
I think I'm gonna hold the spell bomb and I'll just through here. And put this. Let's put it here. The boots will fall off the copter, so I won't be able to get any extra value there. Get in. Take this action. Spell bomb. I don't need red. Well, I actually do have red mana from his stolen talisman. Sereno. So next turn we can cast a Nexus by tapping the Grim Monolith. It's a blue mana. Could cast an Upheaval, but I think that's just good for me. Just get the Talisman back, but I get the Skydiver back, so. Cast a Text Red. Oh, please don't tutor Black Lotus. Oh shit.
Even the smallest trinket has its use.
Okay, that is so fine.
Soon you will grovel.
Hey! Give me that. Oh my god, Mark. Guys, planes walking all over the place.
Defend my allies. How convenient. An excellent choice.
Sure, you can have him in. I'd rather him not have this card because I don't have a way to deal with it. We just kill the card next turn. I think I'm going to save this to pitch to the copter. I could have minus the Sahili to make this a copter and crew it with that guy, but I decided against it. This is a red source, so I will keep it over the shell dock.
Not every fight can end in victory.
I'll enjoy ending.
Alright, show me something crazy, dude. A mere battlesphere. That is pretty crazy. Gets this thing up to what, 6 loyalty?
My will is my home. I am in
Oh god, yeah, and he
charge
has like
here.
7 academy mana now too. Well. Okay, he is minusing.
This will suffice for now.
For Opal. Interesting.
My network is already vast.
Epstein bits. Curious why I got the Opal. Speaking of Opals, oh, guess what? I'm just gonna start by doing this. I want to keep this guy around. This guy. I'm gonna start. Just pick him in the face and start killing him. I think let's go here.
Consider your doom
Here.
imminent.
Take action. Buy mountain. I've got 22 cards. 25.
One loss doesn't alter my plans.
I'm just gonna. Oh, I missed the line. I could have killed the battle sphere. Yeah, I know I gave that to him, but I definitely forgot that he had it. Well, he's got a billion mana, but only 2 cards. And I've got flyers and he doesn't, so. Cast a Primeval Titan. That seems fine. That still doesn't fly. Next turn we have lethal. If we just minus this on the copter. Relevant ignoble hierarch. I mean, you can't swing. Right? Have a little luck. Target artifact you control becomes a copy of another target artifact. Yay! Oh, look at that! Platinum 1. Ooh, shiny. Alright, we're at the threshold where I no longer care as much. I would like to win more. This deck is pretty cool. I do quite like these artifact piles. I feel like they reward you for paying attention. Like if I could have killed the battle sphere. This guy is Diamond. This seems fine. It's kind of like praying for our top decks to be good, but like, I'm staunchly anti-mulligan, just in general. Soul Ring, hey! Hold on now. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. We need to calm down. I got a mountain pass. We need to calm down. My opponent has 5 mana. Oh, somehow I foresee a Declarian Academy in my future. Oh boy. Pretty bad. Can't even really cast the Sealy. Keep like this. Workshop. White draw. You see, opponent. I too am an artifact gamer. So next turn, we have 4, 5, 6 mana. I can cast the Nexus and make a 3/3 indestructible guy. That how does Living Weapon work if the equipment is a creature? Curious. Okay, notably he didn't crack the map. He played an Underground Sea instead. Cast a Sheoldred! Uh-oh. Well, that's quite bad. I should know how this works. Creatures can't be equipped to other creatures. And that's why, Snowball. I think my line remains the same. Problem is that it's just a 3/3 indestructible. I can't really justify it. It just gives me a blocker. I have to rip the land and hope he doesn't have an answer. You need 2 because I can prove the copter. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna try and rip the land. Urza. Yeah. Sucks I can't hold a mana delay. Oh no, it sucks. Oh man, this is so rough actually. I have to block like this, but then I go down to 4. Alright, show me the academy. So I can feel better about myself. Ah, there it is. Oh, he taps the Nelsis for a blue to spin for unfortunately, I do have to just go to my step. I draw an island, which means I can cast the Cauldron, but in addition to this thing not even saving me, I am going to cast it. In addition to this thing not saving me, I do die when I go to my combat zone because I die to the Well, it was a good one. I truly want to draft again, but I should be responsible and go to bed. So, either way, you know what I'll do? You know what I'll do? I've got like a fucking mountain of packs. Let's claim our spoil and open some packs, and that way I can put plus bonus in. What are you? What literally? What are you? Turtles has some crazy extended lore, I guess. What does this set symbol mean? These are Eldritch Moon set symbols. What is this? What are you? This is quite exhilarating, I'm sure. Oh, it got buffed. Very cool. This got nerfed. Oh, my beloved. Old Strixhaven. Oh, cool. Whoa. This is so cool. I haven't thought about Old Strixhaven in a minute. This makes me. We'll come back to you. Save that. Ouch. Avishgar remastered. Rising. Epic. Or a myth. Ashaya. This card is from Zendikar Rising? Huh. Theros. Oh yeah. It's the Achilles guy. Racking these things up. I might have to play Constructed just because I have all these freaking wild cards. I don't know what I'd play. Well, that's not true. Flashback makes me want to play like Jeskai. Talking about the card, not the mechanic. Okay, we'll do these guys one at a time. We'll make it cool. A dress down and a herd heirloom. Literally, what is this pack? It's not like Cube. It's just like random cards. About what this thing is. Well, Leopold, that's bug. This guy's not banned in Brawl. Do I start terrorizing people? I have no interest in playing 60 card commander. I barely have any interest in playing 100 regular commander. 60 card dual commander seems quite abysmal, but if I were to do it, it would probably be with something heinous like the one. Leopold. Paying attention. This is that one card. I know what it is. It's like unnatural growth or something. It's an enchantment. I'm pretty sure. Alright, well, thanks for watching. I am hoping to record more Cube by the time I get back. But it can't exactly say... No, I won't be doing so. Card single attack maternally, label card center, creature. Create. Big typo. Or Planeswalker. Special ban list. Oko, Ajani, Rusko, Old Stick Fingers, Renin 6. Old Stick Fingers, really? Ragavan. The Alchemy nerfed version of Nadu. What the fuck is... What did they do to Nadu? Lutri, Tamio. And Tagic Legions Valor. What did they do to Nadu? I don't have... I guess we go. Oh, we can see all my old decks that I used to play. Big pace. Let's just... Search Nadu. No, I'm aware. No, please. I just want to see what the card does. I understand. Not collected. No. Yes. Please. Okay. It's a 3-mana 3/4 with flying. Whenever a creature you control... Oh! They made it, like, fair. They made it like how it should have been. Okay. What is in the store? This is me having fun. God, it's lagging my computer is what it is. What are you? 4 draft tokens, 2 sealed tokens, 20 play-in points. Ah. Pre-order Secrets of Strixhaven to receive the following items. I don't understand. Okay, well, yeah, thank you for watching. Off I go to Chicago. I'm gonna scrub out. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna drown my sorrows in more Cube.